Well, it's official. Manchester United have made their first Mbappe contact with PSG. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? It's a Monday. I hope you guys really having a fantastic evening. And this is Rokan David onto this channel that brings you strictly Manchester United content. So smash the like button, comment and share. If you're really watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, let's see close to 400 likes smash on this video because it's Kylian Mbappe. We are talking Harry Kane. We are talking Anthony Elanga. We are talking Onana. So with all those lined up, why don't you really smash the like button to 400 and also continue to subscribe because we want to hit 15,000 subscribers before the end of this month, and we'll let it happen. We thank God for the gift of life, my Muslim viewers and subscribers. Barak Lau Fikum. Now let's start it off with this huge story coming in from Jacob's Ben. Tier 1 journalist, so much credible. He has gone ahead and really broken the story that Man United and others have been in contact with PSG for Kylian Mbappe. Some discussions with clubs include a player swap. That is it, coming in from Jacob's Ben. And then it was confirmed to us by Duncan Castles. Duncan Castles works for I think, is it for the Times, right? But so much leaning to Man United. He broke the story that Chelsea were interested in signing Cristiano Ronaldo, and it was later confirmed by Fabrizio Romano, meaning that even this is coming in from credible source. What does he gonna hate to say? Paris Saint-Germain say they have received inquiries from Chelsea, Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur, Inter Milan plus Barcelona. So this is concrete, and United have gone ahead to make contact for Kylian Mbappe, and it's one of those exciting deals that you'll ever want to really have at the moment, because what is United looking for is for center forward, and Kylian Mbappe can really play in like 3 positions. He literally plays in the front 3 positions of the attack: right forward, left forward, and play as a center forward and can get you the goals that you want. Now, when you look at Rasmus Hojlund being called for £60 million and Harry Kane being called for £100 million, so don't you think it's better for us to at least make an aim for Kylian Mbappe, a proven player that is just 24 years of age, world class, that will come at Man United and give us close to 3-4 years of quality to take us to the next level? I believe if you get Kylian Mbappe, you are assured of 60 goals a season. That is it. Swift, fast, you know, you can call him lightning quick, skilled, clinical finisher, and obviously he's not like Hojlund that any team can easily mark him out of the game. Mbappe is one of those players that is hard to really get out of the game. And when Erik ten Hag was talking about his plan for Manchester United this summer, he talked about us being the best transitional team in Europe. And if you know what transition is, Kylian Mbappe fits into that, because you're having Anthony, very fast, Rashford, very fast, Garnacho, very fast, Amad Diallo, very fast, Jadon Sancho, very fast too, and then you bring in a Kylian Mbappe to lead the line for the club of Manchester United. That is what we call intense pace that can obviously threaten every backline in the league and the Champions League. So, as I told you, for any team that's going to sign Kylian Mbappe, especially in Europe, it's just lightening up its chances or quickening up its chances of winning the Champions League, because Mbappe adds a lot. He's a game winner, and I think if United have really gone ahead to make contact, that would be great. But the big question is, where is the money going to come from? Because for Mbappe, we need like 150 million euros to 200 million euros to sign the player. So for Mbappe, that's why most people really relate this to Qataris, that if United ever sign Mbappe, then Qatar and Sheikh Jassim Al Thani will be behind that deal. And I don't really rule it out, because Qatar would love to see to it that the best player in the world doesn't move to where they don't benefit in him. they can find a way of selling him to Man United permanently. That is it. It's possible. And they can even sell him to Man United at a lower cost because they know he will be under their control. That is it. So you never know that even the Qataris might be so much interested in signing Kylian Mbappe to see that they really get him in, because right now the money might not be available. But the Qataris can sit down, that is Sheikh Jassim Al Thani and Al Khalifi, and they come up with a decision on how they are going to execute this deal. And if all the execution is done and made, then it will be one of those things that will obviously come out and obviously give the best that they deserve. So sorry about that. So I think Kylian Mbappe is one of those deals that we are supposed to make as Manchester United, and if at all contact has been made, then we can do the needful. And when we talk about player swapping, United has players that maybe PSG can need. They once talked about Fred. They might take Harry Maguire. So United can come up with a deal of giving them close to 3 players who sum up to £100 million. That is 120 million euros, and obviously getting 100 million euros, that is 220 million euros. If that can be really worked out, I think it will be one of those deals that you obviously want to see at Man United get through in a nick of time, and obviously see Kylian Mbappe arrive at Man United. One will ask, which shirt number is he going to be putting on? Because 7 has been given to Mason Mount, 10 Marcus Rashford, 9 Anton Martial, 8 Bruno Fernandes. Which shirt number will he be going to take? That is another huge question, because in his life he has always put on 7 and 10. I don't know how things will change, whether Mason Mount will be decharted, so to it that he gets another number and the shirt number 7 be given to Mbappe. God knows. But all in all, he's the elephant in the room, and that's why everyone is talking about him. Teams have gone ahead to contact PSG, and Manchester United is among those teams that have gone ahead to put in contact. But as we're going ahead to make contact, Fabrizio Romano has confirmed to us that Al Hilal have submitted formal bid to Paris Saint-Germain in order to open talks for Kylian Mbappe. Understand, it's worth 300 million euros record fee. No talks on player side. PSG remain confident that Mbappe already agreed personal terms with Real Madrid contract ready. Now, that is for 2024. So I see a lot of movement over the Kylian Mbappe deal, and I think it's really going to be hard to obviously stop him from going to Real Madrid. But I don't see Real Madrid putting a bid of 200 million euros on the table. So this deal for me can really work for Mbappe. He goes to Saudi Arabia, he plays for 1 year, then he comes in through and obviously joins Real Madrid on a free. But there is one thing that you need to notice. Is he going to surrender another year of his career without winning a Ballon d'Or? Because this year has a lot in it. Remember, we are playing the Euros in 2024. So it happens to be at Real Madrid or Manchester United, and he lifts a league, maybe plays the Champions League final, win it or not, goes to the Euros, take France to lift the Euros, then obviously he'll be in the bracket of winning the Ballon d'Or. So that's why I still cling on to the deal of Manchester United, because Real Madrid looks like they don't have the money to pay. And if at all the Qataris can sit together on the same table, that is the chairman of PSG, Al Khalifi, and Sheikh Jassim Al Thani, who wants to buy Manchester United, and maybe tell the Glazers that Mbappe is there, we'll bring Kylian Mbappe to Man United, and everything is agreed on. What will happen is Kylian Mbappe can find himself at Man United because he just can't see himself not playing in the Champions League. And if at all he accepts this deal, I'm going to be really perturbed, because this is not meant to be something that Mbappe is supposed to go on and will accept, because it just downgrades his career, and 1 more is going to be really lost, and the Haalands will be here trying to showcase all what they want, and you never know what happens. His absentia might create space for another player, and by the time he comes in through, his space would have gone ahead to be taken. And if at all I'm Kylian Mbappe, I wouldn't like my space to be left vacant for anyone else to come and fill it. So Mbappe to Man United first contact has been made. Let's wait and see what's going to pan out from that, because it's really interesting and it's getting better and better and better. And we wait and see how that really pans out. But for the striker situation of Man United, looks like the Hurricane situation is not yet done. And we've been told by Jamie Jackson, a United correspondent for The Observer and The Guardian, has told us that Manchester United could revive their interest in Harry Kane after being informed that Tottenham's chairman, Daniel Levy, has been told by the club's majority owner, Joe Lewis, the striker cannot be allowed to run down his contract and leave for nothing next year. So, obviously, if you're a businessman, you just can't let Harry Kane go for free. And we've always not been knowing that there is the majority owner known as Lewis, because Daniel Levy has always gone ahead to act like he's the alpha and omega at Tottenham Hotspur. But trust me, there is someone ahead of him known as Joe Lewis, who is the majority owner at Tottenham Hotspur. He has gone ahead and told him, please, get the money and sell Harry Kane. Don't even try to sell around the narrative that you are trying not to sell him to your rivals, because in fact, the fact is, you and Manchester United aren't rivals. You are not rivaling Manchester United, and there is no way you can come out and obviously sell people that you are rivaling Manchester United. That's a total farce. And, you know, daydreaming is allowed. That is it. Daydreaming is allowed, and this guy is a daydreamer. That he's the owner of the co-owner or the minority shareholder of Spurs, Daniel Levy, is just daydreaming that United are rivals of Spurs. Is that anywhere near proved by stats? Maybe that's what he wants, but it's not the fact. So to me, I really underestimated what he said, and that's why the co-owner is going to have told him, please, sell Harry Kane. And that puts United back into the market, because when you look at Bayern Munich, their bid that they are trying to put in next is 80 million euros, and United is going to get the same amount of money and obviously bid for Rasmus Hojlund. So we might see to it that the bid of Rasmus Hojlund might be paused a little bit, and United might find themselves going back to Harry Kane, or maybe get both of them back, because get both of them at Manchester United this season, because Ten Hag has always gone ahead to ask for 3 centre forwards, meaning that it will be Martial, Harry Kane, and Rasmus Hojlund in the mix at Manchester United, with Rashford tussling it out with Alejandro Garnacho on the left attacking side of the midfield. So to me, I would love us to go for the Rasmus Hojlund deal. Do you know why? It's nearing completion. The player has shown that he wants to come to Man United. He's pushing also the club, I want to go to Man United. And why do we spend 100 million euros on a player like Harry Kane, who is in his evening of his career? He's the twilight of his career, and there's no need for us to go in for him, because that is not good business. I know his English is wanted, but with people like Mbappe available, I'd rather go for Mbappe other than Harry Kane. I'd rather do a Rasmus Hojlund deal rather than Harry Kane, because these deals can be done imminently. That of Harry Kane, it's really going to involve lots of negotiations that you wouldn't want to see happen every time. So I believe that we should see this deal of Harry Kane get back to the news, as I told you, but also I fancy Rasmus Hojlund deal to be done, as a bid was expected today, and United are not willing to pay £60 million. So let's wait and see how that pans out. But we are here waiting to get more stories concerning these deals that I'm going to have to get informed as by the credible sources coming in from those different houses all over the world. Now let's do Onana. And Stam is a United legend who won the treble in 1999, though he fell up with Sir Alex Ferguson and sold him to AC Milan. He has gone ahead and really say the following about Onana. And in his words, this is what he had to say. Onana is very comfortable with the ball. I worked with Onana at Ajax when I was in charge of the under-23s, so he played a lot of games with me. in the second division. So he knows him very well, and he's talking about a player that he knows. He added that he's a very good person, he's very calm and very down to earth. He also likes to joke. He's a very good goalkeeper. His reflexes are impressive. He's very quick on the line and hitting off his line. So that is what I'm going to talk about Andre Onana. But for me, Andre Onana is the first sign of change of play for Erik ten Hag this season. Our transition is really going to be more of an improved one as compared to last season, because we are having a player who knows what that is all about, and that is none other than Andre Onana. For Andre Onana and what he's doing for the club of Manchester United, we expect lots of things for him to happen, and obviously maybe get his debut as we play Real Madrid. But I love him as a player. He's in here for you, very calm, coming from the academy of Ajax. Stam knows him better, and the world is really hugely expectant of what Andre Onana is going to put onto his plate. But we are all anticipating the best for Andre Onana, and let's wait and see how that is going to go on and obviously pay off for the player that you're going to hate to pay for close to £50 million to come in and be at Man United. Now, lastly, this is a story coming in from Fabrizio Romano confirming to us that Anthony Elanga has already completed medical tests and will sign contract as Nottingham Forest player today. Done deal on site. Done deal. Done. Sealed. Here we go. Confirmed. And that's why you never saw Andre Onana in the lineup of Man United as we took on Arsenal and beat them by 2 goals to 0 in America on Saturday night. So he is at Nottingham. He has gone ahead to accomplish his medical and is going to be really signed as a Nottingham Forest player for £15 million. So guys, your thoughts on to first Kylian Mbappe contact made by Man United are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Harry Kane? United going back for Harry Kane and reviving their interest, and Andre Onana being hailed by Stam, and lastly Elanga completes and passes his medical, meaning that announcement is next. Anthony Elanga is going to go ahead and obviously put up a goodbye post on his Instagram and maybe other social media platforms. Then United will put out an article, and then Nottingham Forest will announce the play. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living true God bless you abundantly. Rokan David remains my name. And the Muslim viewers and subscribers, Barak Laufikum. Ciao, ciao.